Okay, we are back for some more, well, Last Epoch. We are here to play with the dead. Just a little bit, not a lot. This guy's not dead. The golem isn't dead. He's frosty, but the rest of these are dead. So we're gonna go ahead and continue on with the quest we were doing yesterday, and hopefully not have too bad of a day with this. I'm hoping to get at least through this chapter, if not another one today. I have noticed the chapters have slowed down just a little bit. We got through the first 4 chapters in a not too big of a span of time, but each of these subsequent chapters have taken a bit longer, because I think we're currently in chapter 5 or something like that. Currently still deathless. That's not going to last forever. Just as a heads up. Just so you know, I don't anticipate us being deathless for the entire run. That's why I didn't play hardcore. Because I have not played this enough to actually know whether I'm going to die later on or not. We're eventually going to reach, like, a difficulty check of some sort. But until that point, going explosive. And hopefully everyone is doing alright today. Should see the bot enter chat relatively soon, hopefully. Okay, as far as what we have as quests on this. Got one down to the south. At least that's what it says on here. So I guess we should go do that one first, and then we'll go and hit the other ones. We do have a decent little bit of it, and the map... Oh, I was looking at the map in the inverse. And yes, I have to remember, I gotta press A to attack things. Gotta press A! Yeah, it'd just be the fawns. That's fine. But it says we've got... something. Yeah, it's down here. Yeah. Got to do each of these. Okay, so that is for the Wrath Dunes. Why does it want me to... I'm confused as to why it's telling me there's a quest there. Okay, so now it's not going to? Okie dokie. I don't know why it was wanting me to go back there for a split second. That's very strange to me. But anyhoozle. It says that it's live. Okay. Wouldn't surprise me if something buggered up. But let's... Hey, we got 35. We got another specialization slot. So we get to choose what we're going to put in there. Wraiths, I believe. We're going to go after the ones where they stay forever. No longer decay. So we need this. More maximum health multiplied with other things. We get 2 of those. And they do not decay. So now we can have 2 perma wraiths. And then we can make them big. We want swole wraiths. Sure. Hey, Hugin, how's it going? Yes, we are last epoching today. I am going to do some more game. I might be doing some like off normal time streams where I cover some other games as well, because there are some that I need to review. I need to actually do some more Tales, but I might just do that as a review. I also need to do some... Oh god, what's it called? Gods of Defense. There we go. Is it bad that I don't remember the name of it? It doesn't have a very, like, clicky name. I'm doing pretty good. We now have perma wraiths, so I am happy. We're going to make them swole wraiths as well. We've got an army! And whenever we get to, I believe it's 50? Yeah, whenever we get to 50, we're going to be doing the mages. I'm still slightly tempted to get rid of the explodey boys just to do the mages in that slot, but then we'd have less minions. We'd have to get that like ability on the skill tree, and that's not what I want to do. Speaking of skill tree, I actually forgot to do my passive. We were here, and we were going after getting that. We already have the points for it, so I guess we're going... Oh, yeah. I went ahead and am going toward... What was I going to get? Oh, yeah, Mark of Punishment. Whenever something dies, it has a chance of causing a Mark of Death on things, so I'm getting that up as my way of getting this up. So once we get this, I'm probably going to do more Mark of Death and get that up to, like, 90 to 100%, because 10 points is 100% on that. So every single time something dies, it marks the enemy for death and reduces all their resistances. So that seems like it might be a good thing for me. But we do definitely want this whenever we get one more point in this, 50% there, then we get this, then we get this up to 10. Then we decide what we're doing over on the right. I have not looked at that. So hopefully it turns out okay. And I might try the multiplayer one of these days, just like a one-off kind of thing. I'm not super interested in multiplayer. I know that, like, offends some people, but I prefer just single player. I feel less obligated to be, like, on my A game. I can just kind of chill and play with people. I'll play and talk to people rather than going, like, nuclear and stuff like that on enemies. Whenever I'm playing with other people, I always feel compelled to, like, do better. And I'd rather not. I'd rather just be relaxed. Okay. So we... Oh, you leveled up already? Jeez. Yes, I know we're only limited to 2 of you. Skill-wise, you are going to get swole, I guess. They don't need more health. I'm just double-checking on the rest of these. Wraiths can't move? No. More melee attack speed, 10% per point. That might actually be handy. Summon 3 additional Wraiths with each cast, but Summon Wraith also costs more mana and has a cooldown. Nope. Chance to apply Damned to nearby enemies on death. That could actually be handy, but then there's... Yeah. The issue of how does that play with this? Bleed on hit, increased area and duration. Or do we go over here and, like, go for just, like, boosting them? Necrotic damage was 20% per point. Costs less mana. Wraiths move faster. Maximum Wraiths plus 1 per point. Is that actually... I wonder... Oh, effects which increase your maximum Wraiths do not apply if you have this node. So this doesn't work. That sucks. Flame Wraith. Is there like an Ice Wraith? No. There is a Fire Wraith, but there's not an Ice Wraith. I guess we could just go for that. It'd be Necrotic and Fire. Deal more damage, multiplicative with other things. Gain ward for each Wraith summoned, but their health decays more quickly. I have a feeling that's not going to be something I could take advantage of either. But let's go ahead and finish making our swole Wraiths. Like swole locks, but it's fine. We've got an army here. It's not like we are doing poorly. Hey, a glyph of something.
3. No. 4 layers of arcane wards. Let's hope it's enough. When she told me it'd take the courage of a Ruby Nagasa, I didn't expect this. But it's one step closer to giving her a piece of my mind.
Okay, so that one's done. So now we need to get the Sapphire Sigil and the Diamond Sigil, which I'm guessing are just further in. But, yeah. I'm debating just, like, how much I want to focus on being the entertaining streamer. I'm a strainer. I get water off your noodles. Sorry. I know that was a little bit on the random side. But for some reason that just got stuck in my brain. Not many things do anymore. My brain, it's like a sieve. Only thing that gets caught in there is chunky stuff. But, okay, yeah, let's just go ahead and Sapphire Quarter. Thank you. And then probably Diamond Quarter after that. Let me guess. Is there... Nope. Sapphire Quarter, Oracle's Abode. There's still another one in there. Okay, let's just take care of this then. Yeah, I am liking the summoner in this. It is very relaxing. It is a lot of fun to play. I'm curious how I'm going to like the spell sword, because I think I might do that one as like the second character. We'll see. With this setup, I only have to worry about right-clicking and pressing A. So it's not like I'm having a complicated build here. I don't have to worry about teleporting. I don't have to worry about casting curses. I just literally am chucking bodies at things. Anyway, I've been debating whether I should just try to be an entertaining streamer or whether I should just be a relaxed streamer. I know that I can't do the thing where people just sit there and stare at the screen and don't say anything. Those kind of streams bother me. I know people say I talk too much when I'm streaming. It bothers me to not. It bothers me severely to not be like engaging with the actual like stream and my stream of consciousness.
This square's a sorry sight. The Oracle used to tell me how the Sapphire Nagasa would gather around these fountains, reading the stars and comparing arcane theory. I wish I'd seen it. I can only imagine how she feels.
Let's move on. I do like that there is, I wonder if they're going to have a lot more voice acting whenever it releases into 1.0, or whether it's going to still be kind of like spotty. I have a feeling it's going to remain spotty. I think they're starting to feel the pressure for like the 1.0 release of this, just in general, because they are. It feels like they're going to be looking more at like the online monetization and stuff soon enough, which is not a bad thing. I mean, Path of Exile does it too. I have a feeling if they go that route, we're going to have a lot of online bloat, but we shall see. YouTube needs audio channels, so those who want can mute individual channels. They're not far off of that, oddly enough. Not for live streams. They don't have that for live streams. I could broadcast on multiple channels if they ever do that, because I actually record on 5 different channels. I have one for music and browser noises. I have one for Discord, one for the actual like gameplay sound, one for voice. Forget what the 5th one was for. But yeah, I mean, I would love that. With that kind of setup, you could actually even set it up where they could adjust the volumes to their liking. So if you don't want to hear the game as loud, but you still want to hear it, you could turn it down. Stuff like that. Because that's what I do whenever I render just a solo recorded Let's Play, is I will record the game at full volume. And then just... What was that guy doing? Yeah, I'll record the game at full volume while I'm commentating over it, and then I will turn it down. Attack! Our minions are actually starting to take damage. I should probably be concerned about this. Because if you notice, a lot of them are at the kind of like... just about 20% down. Not terrible, but not great. How's it going, Chuck, by the way? Welcome to the stream. One thing I do like about streaming this is the bots don't seem to be attracted to it because it's not trending. So I can get away with letting public comments on. Whereas when I'm doing like Diablo 4 or even Diablo 2 stuff, because that's what tends to get crap in my channel, it tends to like attract the bots, whereas this does not. This also doesn't get spread nearly as much, unfortunately, but that's fine. Lurker when you can. It's understandable. I'm a lurker too. I watch way more streams, especially whenever I'm editing and stuff like that, than I think people realize. And I will often, whenever I'm...
Too much. That is too much.
Do I really have that much? Oh, no, I don't have that much in there. But go through here? Yeah. But for the most part, it's not something that I will be constantly chatting on.
Hidden so close. The way she talked, I thought she hated the temple. A word of advice. Don't ask her about the diamond matrons. You'll regret it.
Oh, we get to go somewhere now. Yeah. It's also one of those things, like, I'm not, like, famous or anything. I'm not big enough for it to be a big issue, but I have been in friends' streams and had it derail their stream, which never feels good. Because, like, if I show up in a friend's stream and people start asking about Diablo 2 stuff, part of me is like, well, they're regular viewers, I should respond to it. But at the same time, I'm distracting from the stream of somebody who's doing something that's not Diablo 2. Which is always kind of like sad feeling. Because then I'm torn between interacting with a viewer and but ruining a friend's stream.
That is too much.
It is not too much. There's plenty of room. Okay, maybe there's not plenty.
That is too much.
That, grab the bones. Go sell some stuff real quick. There's a lot of shrines here. But also, whenever I'm watching streams, I'm relaxing. So it's one of those things where, like, I don't necessarily want to be super chatty. Like, I'll tune into Wander's stream most of the time when he's streaming, but I almost never say anything unless I'm not busy at the moment. Same for Rissa's streams, and there's a few people I watch. Get rid of all this junk here. Because once I start talking, it's kind of like, I feel obligated to keep responding to stuff. Okay, so we got all that sold. Got us the 36,000. I would like a lot more gold. Kind of sucks not having, like, millions of gold, but there's only so much you can do about that. Ooh, great stuff. Okay, we should probably actually go after the objective, I guess. I am having fun wandering around and looking at stuff. Oh, we're back here. This is like we've already been here. Okay, so we do just need to go down there. That we literally did have. He brought us back, and I just didn't notice it. I thought we were revealing new things. But alas, my ass, we are not. Lightning resistance, cool. Ooh, ouch. That guy was painful. That kind of caught me off guard just a little bit. Okay, so you are critical strike chance 12%. Jeez. 21% chance to chill with necrotic damage. Necrotic skills. Well, we don't have any spare necrotic skills. Well, what is our crit chance? 6%, so that would take us up to 18. I think that'd be a good one for a rogue. Like, just have a high crit character. Just immediately just amplifying your damage out the wazoo. Because I'd imagine if you can get it to 100%, it just becomes your new base damage. What are you fighting? Oh, spiders. Yeah, we'll kill spiders. Yeah, I think this loadout will do us pretty good until the end. Dispel the barriers! Okay, so we got the Oracle's abode. And we need to go speak to the Oracle. Hopefully they're not bending spoons. because you don't want to interrupt someone's spooning time. Oh, these people are going to die. Okay, so that's the warp. Oh, maybe not. This guy actually has a... Good to meet you. That fruit behind you? Yes, feel free to help yourself. The harvest has been failing us recently, but there should be enough for everyone. You're still hungry. Oh. What does damn do?
Can I help you?
Shop. Let's see what you have. You have some more shattering ones. We should start shattering stuff. I don't really feel like it right now, but I do need to, like, harvest stuff off camera. And shatter it to pieces. And double check for any amulets that have plus skills. Doesn't look like there's any.
Stay safe, traveler.
Stay safe, traveler. Groovy. What do you have to say for me?
Yes?
Shrine Maiden. You are the one who helped Alzorath through the city, correct? You might be able to help us. What do you have in mind? Simple matter, though grave, we're running out of water. The Empire never cared for the needs of living. There are a few fountains left, and I'm afraid they're not enough to sustain us, but legends speak of a way to cleanse the ones lost to the immortals. Okay. The Sapphire and Agasa were once the scholarly class of Majasa's servants. Legends, okay. I know one shrine of the immortals haven't yet destroyed. It's guarded by a sealed wall in the Shining Cove. Go there and bring back the relic to me. Once you approach the wall, it will open. Okay, so we have another mission. It's way back there. Okay, we can warp back here. Let's go ahead and do the Shining Cove. I'm fine with doing side quests. They get me skill points. It's always nice to have skill points. Okay, Ulrich, you were supposed to be way further up. Okay, so this quest is there. So I guess we just have to deal with crabs. And, oh yeah, evil seagulls. They will be always seagulls to me because they look like seagulls that are trying to poop on me. And I'm liking the big explosions on my little, like, fire boys. Okay, so them's seriously swole. I don't know why I feel compelled to make them big. It makes me happy for some god-awful reason to have the giant golem and the giant wraiths.
Feel my wrath.
Ooh, a hay shrine. Yes, please. And yes, we will be doing the other torchlights. We will be doing Path of Exile. We'll be doing... I may even do Jezebel as, like, a stream. Don't know if I'm going to be able to bring myself to beat Jezebel. Wait a minute. Oh, butts. For those of you wondering, Jezebel is a... It's a mobile action RPG that was brought to PC and is very jank. Like, not just a little jank, very jank. Like, the controls feel very off, and whether you do melee or ranged is a coin flip if you're playing the witch. Which, if you watch the gameplay footage over on the Game Sampler channel, most of the time I'm trying to shoot. If that tells you anything. Even whenever I do melee in that, I'm trying to shoot. Oh, what were you fighting? Oh, things are coming out of the ground. Okay. I guess, like, normal enemies are now just champions for the most part. Yeah. I'm seeing things, like, pop up and they just immediately die to the golem. Like, here's a giant thing. Okay. Golem does all his work. I have to say, one thing that a lot of it, this is a gripe that I'm gonna actually have about this game, although it's probably not something that would be bad enough to end up in a review or anything like that, is I really just kind of get annoyed whenever you have a bunch of class-locked items. I would love to use a bow with this character, but I don't know if it will let me. I actually haven't even noticed if I can buy bows. I know you can get quivers, but I think I would need to actively look for bows and see if I could use them. Let's see. Quest-wise, I guess we just keep going. We don't have an indicator which way we go. So, through the wrecked ships. Yeah, Jezebel is one of the bad ones. Praetor would probably be up there as well. At least my last experience with it. It was a buggy mess last time I tried it. But maybe I'm just misremembering it, or it's better if I can get it stable. But it is definitely one of those challenges. It's a challenge run. Yes, we're going to clear off the ship. Don't even care. Killing drowned guys. I have to say, I would really love it if Liberté was just a straight-up normal action RPG in its setting. And you just kind of got to choose which path you kind of took on it. Instead, you're basically unlocking story by replaying and seeing what each of the different decisions gives you. So it's a lot shorter of a game, but a lot longer to get there, if that makes sense. Did we leave? We left. I actually need to go down there and get that. Keep pressing M to see the map. So, yeah, just one. Let's go grab it. I don't want to leave that behind. Because idols are basically like charms in Diablo 2. Except, don't have 1.5 million of them sitting in a go mule. If I did, it would be a little bit less bad. Leave them behind. Because we need the variety in them so we can actually build a variety of characters as we play through this multiple times. Because I'm enjoying this enough that I could see myself playing through it again. Is it going to be a replacement for Diablo 2? Possibly. But I'm still going to do Diablo 2 stuff. You can't stop me. You're not my real... I'm going to keep using that one. Until someone tries to make it weird, and then I will make it 10 times weirder. Because I have done that to Gablin before. I am not afraid to do it to you. I have a talent that generally I don't do. But it's probably going to end up, if I ever get big, it's going to end up with some really compromising clips. Oh, but yeah, I can make any situation awkward. Okay, so health potion. I don't know why that one was... I am liking these guys. They are just... Yeah, I don't even need my golem up there. It's just going for it. Several ice allies. That's cool. Yeah, those wraiths are just ripping it. Yeah, they're probably dying a lot worse than my other minions, but still. Amulet of Sparks. Spell lightning damage, increase void damage. And there's a small one. Sweet. Wait, is that ward on... Oh, ward on potion use. I was about to say, ward on spell use would be so nice. Because you'd basically be spamming and essentially giving yourself a buffer every single time you cast a spell. Okay, so there's Ruined Coast there. Yeah, we've been through up here. We've actually gotten all the waypoints up there. We've got to get the waypoints here. I don't know if we can get through to Temporal Sanctum. But it looks like... It looks like there aren't other zones in this one. Other than just this little bit. Oh, geez. Hey, Orta. We'll just call you Orca. Eat my fireball, folks. There you go. Suck on my fireballs. So we got that. Oh, we actually can go into the Temporal Sanctum. Okie dokie. I wasn't expecting to be able to actually get into dungeons. Unless this isn't a dungeon. You're not like the abominations outside. Tell me, are you from the past as well? If a human wandered here, then the fabric of time must be growing even weaker. Jolra, what have you done? What? That's impossible. If you had the Epoch, even if it still existed, between its incredible chronomatic properties and the weakened fabric of time here, you would be shifting between eras at will. Though perhaps we are not close enough to the epicenter of Jolra's experiments. Okay. Now I'm trapped here in this ruined future, locked out from the sanctum. If only I could find the key. The leader of the temporal sanctum, she has gone mad. Her experiments with the eternity cache have brought ruin to us all. Despite the centuries of decay, the temporal sanctum is faced in this era. The door still holds fast. Unless Jolra's experiments have sent versions of the key to the far corners of the various timelines, we are both trapped out here. Perhaps this is for the best. There is certain nobility in paying for my contributions to this disaster by standing guard, ready to warn humans who have wandered here. Okay, cool. So you wouldn't leave. You'll never leave. So idols load up in there, and I didn't know there were going to be little different shaped ones. Oh, and there's 3 talls. Okay, so we have 2 talls, 1 talls, 3 talls, 4 talls, and then we have the wides. Oh, wait, that's... Oh, God. This is going to drive me nuts on organizing this. Okay. Because this is a 4 wide, that is a 3 wide. These are 2 wides. Does this game have controller support? Yes. I can switch to controller like right here. I haven't tried it, but yeah, it has controller support. I'm just used to mouse and keyboard with this type of game. Maybe if we do a second run, like say if we do the elemental, the sword, spell sword, I believe is what it's called. If we do that run, I might do it with a controller just to try it out. Doesn't seem like a terrible idea. Okay, so we need to go back here. And we shouldn't have to do anything special.
Oh, yes?
Yay, idle slots, experience, and a passive point. But so far I am enjoying it. So I would definitely consider this a pretty solid pick for action RPGs. I'm going to catch flack for this. I would rank it higher than Grim Dawn. Okay, so now we have Unbound Necromancy, which gives us more skeletons. We'll see if that applies to mages in a bit. Let's see. Do we want this to heal them up better? If we use a potion, but I kind of don't need that. I think I'm going to do a quick stop by town. And reset one skill. By the way, how's it going, Jeremy? Dream.
Hello, Trav.
It's going slow. Oh, Grim Dawn is great, but so slow. Okay. First 10 points in Necromancer, consequently, at least 10 points must be invested in Necromancer nodes that require fewer than 10 points in Necromancer. Dang it. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we can get rid of that 1 point there. It's just a fun little thing we add. So skill-wise, we are going to be going next 4 points into this, which will bring us up to these. Increase health, reduce minion health. So basically sacrifices minion health for your health. When you take a hit while at low health, you have a chance to consume one of your minions, stealing its current health to heal yourself. Increase fire. Oh, this is... I guarantee you this is used on that fire build people were talking about. Increase minion fire damage, increase minion bow damage, chance to consume a minion. Yeah, that one is almost definitely used on that. There's another minion fire damage. We don't actually have a minion cold damage thing over here, I don't think. Do we? But cold has been working pretty good for us. There's a maximum skeletal mage. But that would require either going through this. Ah, you watch a lot of D2R stuff? I'm doing pretty good. I'm just... Oh, there's increased minion cold damage, 7% per point. So, going through this middle path. I think we want to go that into this and grab +1 skeletal mages and the rest into this, because we're an ice focus thing. But yeah, I'm trying to branch out a bit. Something that I have struggled with in the channel in the past. But I enjoy a lot of games, and I like to try and share that joy, but it doesn't always travel well. And yes, I will be getting back to making build guides. I forgot to sell stuff. We'll sell it here.
Can I help you?
And normally I would sit down and like look at these and be like, oh, I need to find this item, that mod. But for the most part, on stream, it's kind of frustrating to do. Because it's not that interesting to watch somebody go, do I need this item?
You made it safe when I described you.
I'll see what the Oracle wants.
She wishes to speak with you.
Greetings.
Just remember, we shouldn't stay here long.
You, of all things, this is what surprised me. What's so surprising? Doesn't matter. Alzorath tells me you found a hidden entrance to catch the Emperor off guard. You have it, do you not? The Epoch? What do I do with it? Do not worry about the outcast. There's no need to return. The Epoch is all you need for what must happen next. But first, we must get you out of the city. Behind me is entrance to the catacombs, directly under Majelka. If you follow the tunnels, you'll find an exit. In there, you'll find the device of their construction. This device is connected to other complex just outside the Immortal Citadel. Hurry before Spy Master Zarek finds you. You've encountered these relics of teleportation, have you not? They transfer you from one location to another. Thanks. And another passive point. Hey, Dong, how's it going? Oh, and we need to invest our 2 points in here. We've already made him swole. What else do we want to do on them? We could give them bleed, or we could go this way and go necrotic damage into fire, maybe? There was something else we were looking at, I think. I'm doing pretty good. I'm just considering what we want to do with our wraiths. Because we've already made them big. We've made them permanent. I guess we do just go necrotic damage. But yeah, it feels very much like it's wanting fire. Well, we're going to have to go with that. I am glad it is enjoyable. Yeah, the goal is to first expand into the other action RPGs. And then I want to do reviews. But my bailiwick is mostly just RPGs of all different flavors. And Metroidvanias. Those are the things that generally interest me the most. I probably should do reviews of roguelikes and roguelites because those are generally going to be a lot more... They tend to do better on YouTube. But single playthrough games are, like, so fun. Just, like, a game that respects your time and only expects you to do, like, 10 hours of gameplay to actually just get through the story and enjoy it. It's such a nice experience. I know for, like, cost efficiency, getting games with high replay value and strong post-game content are really good for a lot of people. And I can appreciate that. I have been there myself many, many times. Yeah, I love RPGs and Metroidvanias. I do want to do a retrospective on Hollow Knight as well, so I might do a replay of that. This time with less swearing, probably. That's another thing I'm working on doing is I am working on not swearing as much. I know. That's so freaking weird, but I kind of... My channel has always been PG-13. I'm trying to lean it a bit more into just PG. Even though I swear like a sailor sometimes. Usually I don't realize I'm doing it until I'm actually, like, deep in it. Nothing in here. This place does look cool. I have to give Last Epoch credit. It looks intricate and interesting, and each of the areas does have, like, an energy to it while not feeling disjointed. Like, a lot of games, if they have, like, a desert and then a snow area, they feel really disjointed from each other. This one, everything has that kind of just same overall vibe that works well. But I want to get through the fairly well-known ones first. Of course, I have to get through, and I'm going to make this sigh every single time I say it. I will be trying to get through Path of Exile. I don't know if I'm going to bother actually beating it. And by beating it, I mean beating the story. I don't care about the post-game. Post-game does not bring me any joy. Post-game does not make me happy. I don't hold it against games to have a post-game, and I actually understand why it's there and the importance of it. I don't enjoy it. I'd rather play through the game like 3 or 4 times and try out different builds than to actually have to grind for 3 years just to get the ideal armor. And I say this after playing Diablo 2. Yeah, I hear the latest Path of Exile update is going to be an interesting one. I just wish it wasn't so bloated. That's my main issue with Path of Exile. It's like, a lot of these things don't add depth. They add girth. The game just has too many toppings on too little of pizza. That's one reason why they kind of have to do Path of Exile too. I don't know. Last time I tried the main storyline quest for Path of Exile, it did not feel easier to me. It's got a bunch of resistance checks and stuff in it. Whereas Diablo 2, you can kind of just stubborn your way through it. whenever resistance checks generally are done kind of poorly in action RPGs, especially loot-based ones, because of variable drops. You might just never get fire resist. Then whenever you find a fire resist check, you're just boned until you sit there and farm for it, kind of situation. Path of Exile isn't terrible about it, but it does have its own issues with it. And of course, I can't play this summoner. I'm really enjoying this character. I don't know why. It's just very cathartic to just have how many? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 permanent allies. And then we can summon, I think, 6 of these guys. Just blow up everything and wreck face. And they're not even our strongest minions. They're just our spammable ones. Which is very relaxing to just have the army and not have to concern myself with, you know, actual positioning. Oh, I know PoE has crafting. But you have to farm for the crafting supplies. At least last time I played, it required a decent amount of grinding to get good crafting supplies. Especially with all the variety and drops now. Oh, come on. Open it. Thank you. And I don't hate Path of Exile. It's just, I think it's just too much stuff. And the only thing I honestly can say I actually hate in it is the passive tree. Get rid of the passive tree and give me an actual just stat system, and I would be fine. You can put unlocks behind the stats if you really need to, but the way it's laid out is just, it's not fun to sit there and read for me. We have 500 nodes. Gotta read them all to decide your path through. But I really actually love the skill system in that one. I love the skill system in this too. This one's skill system is basically kind of similar to what Superfuse is doing now. I think Superfuse kind of saw this and was like, we can do that. But you have a skill tree for each skill. This is digestible. It's like, okay, I have a couple dozen skills I can look at. I can look at the kind of end branch ones to see what is the theme along the way. And then I can focus in and see what path I want to take to that. So we want to go ahead and grab that. Oh, we need one more for it. Okay, we'll grab this. But you can see kind of the path that you want to go just by kind of looking through it and doing that. Yeah, healing from that. Whenever they explode, that'll give us a little bit of heals whenever we spam crap. See, big old boy. Oh, we haven't fully sized him up. There, now he's max size. And you were going to be something. Oh, yeah, we're going after Grave Wolves. Get more of them. Hard to just sit down and play without looking everything up? Yeah. And personally, when I'm playing through a game, especially if it's like the first time I'm playing through, if I'm playing through for a stream, I intentionally do not look up guides. Because I grew up before the wickification of games. So it always feels very weird to just be like, oh, I'm going to go optimize my build. And then there's the whole issue of, once I start looking up that stuff, if I get 1 point wrong, it will drive me nuts until I fix it. Or if I don't get that drop to make it how I want it, it will drive me nuts until I fix it. One reason why I play through with builds on Diablo 2 and stuff like that without looking up guides. I will literally build it out, play it, try it out my way, and then I'll hop back and look at other people's guides on it and be like, oh, that's a good idea. I might incorporate that, try it out, If it works for me, awesome. If it doesn't, I don't. Yeah. You can actually really feel that. The depth in this without needing third-party tools. This is a bit much to like kind of digest, but there's really no avoiding that. And I would actually rather have a stat system like that I'm actually investing in, but this is all just equipment based instead of actual stats, so you don't have to worry about that, I guess. And the skills are all just completely, they're not bite-sized, but they are digestible, which is hard to find. PoE, it took you 150 hours of playtime. See, I have quite a bit of playtime in PoE. I have a decent amount even on just Steam. I played it off Steam for a while too, just with their downloader. But I played mostly in the pre-Fall of Oriath, which in my opinion was peak Path of Exile. Before Fall of Oriath, it was a game that I really, really enjoyed playing. There were some resistance checks and some damage checks and stuff like that, but nothing too bad. And you had the 3 different difficulties, so if you wanted to do the same thing but harder, you could just go up to a higher difficulty. But now they have it all in one kind of thing, so it's just 10 acts of just... By the end of the 5th act, I'm just grinding my face against it, pretty much. Hey, DV, how's it going? I was just wanting to see what this was that was hopping in there. They're just shoving them down the slide into the grinder. This is giving me some, like, Lovecraft meets Final Fantasy VI vibes for some reason. This is like going through the Empire. I don't know why, but it's fine by me. Okay, so we don't need more summons on that. Yeah, this game strikes a nice balance. I am sad to say that I wish there was a game like Path of Exile, as far as the skills go, without all the online components, without all the 20 million currencies and crafting items. Just have that skill system, just to throw stuff in sockets on stuff and connect it. Like the materia from Final Fantasy VII. I would love just a simple action RPG with that. You just start with a character, you don't even start with a class. You just go into it and just take the skills you want. It would probably have less replayability, but it would still be fun for me. Okay, so we have the giant wraiths doing their thing. How are we looking on space? Ooh, a little bit tight. We should be okay. Increase void damage. Yeah, we don't have a lot of void damage to begin with, unfortunately. I think so far, I think the only complaint that I would have about this, besides the fact that we kind of had a character reset, would be possibly... You defeat Spy Master Zarek. Where are you? Yeah, PoE and games like it are usually best the first 2 years. Diablo 4 is going to be probably best in its first 2 years. Oh, that's Spy Master. Okay. Let's get out of that ourselves. Blocks if not emerge, gains attack speed on melee. Okay. Ah, he keeps dropping his vomit on me. Spy Master Zarek, no! Well, he did.
That is too much. That is too much.
You hated looking for all the socketed and linked gear in Path of Exile, and yeah, too much currency and stuff to do separately from the main storyline. It didn't used to be that bad, though, is the thing that really gets me. It used to be, like, manageable. But every MMO, I don't care which one it is, as long as you are relying on trying to get those players to come back,
Can I help you?
for, like, new shiny things, you have to do bloat. It's not even just like something that is, trying to think of how to phrase it. No. It's not even something that is avoidable, as far as I can tell. There's just no way to keep the interest there. But it makes the game worse over the long term. Lost Ark is another good
Can I
example
help
of
you?
it. They brought it over here with all the bloat. It was like, I could see how in the beginning this was actually a really amazing game, but now there's 20 million collectibles, there's all kinds of other stuff in it. You're stuck in the same gear for 5 acts because changing gear would destroy your build. That is a problem in it. You can kind of work around it. At least you could back whenever I played before. I think Diablo 4 is going to be fun initially, lose steam. They'll revamp it similar to what Loop 2.0 and ROS did for D3. Honestly, unfortunately, I see Diablo 4 going the Lost Ark route. Unfortunately. Endgame reveal? No, that was just a marketing video. It was all stuff that they've already said. That's why I didn't create a video covering it. Sure, it would have gotten clicks, but... ugh. I'm not interested in clickbait. I'm interested in showing interesting stuff. I know, that's not healthy for the channel, but... if I wanted to be the big YouTuber, I would do tier lists. I would do quick and easy reaction content to stuff related to ARPG releases, reaction vids galore, that kind of stuff.
This is the artificial waypoint. Can't say I'll enjoy using it. What we can do is wreck this place before we leave and let Zarek clean the mess. Quickly. On my signal, go to the center of the device and get ready. I'll get us out of here.
But yeah, Diablo 4 is probably going to go the Lost Ark route, where they're going to go... first year is going to be seasons. They're going to have the hype. It's going to die down a little bit. And then you're going to have a spike at the beginning of each season, and it's going to slowly diminish. And then they're going to need to do either an overhaul, like you mentioned, which was basically Loot 2.0 and... yeah. But... or they're going to start adding chunks to it, which is what happens with normal MMOs. They tack on these things to the side and add new kind of loot all the way back through the beginning, so you have just millions of things. Now you're doing your first playthrough Hollow Knight and you're completely charmed. I love Hollow Knight. There is literally only one part of Hollow Knight I don't like, and if you watched the Let's Play of it, you'll know what part that is, because I edited down how much I was swearing at it.
Don't let your guard... Well, how... I think they're watching us talk. One of us should say something.
Shh. Don't be alarmed. The Emperor wants you dead. That makes us friends. You're trying to reach the Citadel. I know a path. Over there. Follow it to the mountains. The roads are dangerous, but there's just enough ground to make it go. Find me in the necropolis. We'll speak more there. I want to say more, but there are spies everywhere. I'll try to distract his soldiers, but expect resistance. Hopefully, I will see you soon.
Okay. So we have been up there, been down there. Isn't there another spot in this that has stuff? Was there not stuff in the Sea of Storms? No, there wasn't. Okay. So this is where we're going through. But yeah, for me it was the traitor. Was the part that drove me nuts. Mainly because I got desperate to the point where I looked up a guide for it. On like how to beat him. I actually got that desperate. I would never normally do that. And all the guides show the old version of it. He got an update. He got patched to make him harder, and they removed the predictable and like ability to manipulate his AI. So now he'll just like screw you over if you get a bad RNG. Like, oh god. I eventually got him. But that was pretty much the only part I absolutely hated in that. Escapists. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Whenever you said escapist, for some reason my brain went to like zero punctuation and stuff. But the escapists with those cute little like pixel art Weeble Wobble characters, yeah. Originally started as prison architect, if memory serves, or something like that. And then the escapists came after that. And then they had the survivalists, and I'm thinking there was something else that they made. Yeah, I know which ones those are. Them's familiar things. I would like to cover some stuff like that, but that's way too far off the beaten path for the channel. It's one of those things like, yeah, I would probably show them off in kind of like a late night stream or something like that, or a one-off stream, but I can't make videos on them yet. Eventually, I do hope, eventually, to get to a point with the reviews where I can review just a wide variety of stuff and have it actually get views, but as it stands, I'm lucky to get views on stuff that are on topic. Like, Liberté has completely tanked. But I had planned for them to release it on the day they said they were going to release it. So I did the video and rushed it out by that time. And they ended up not... Then they postponed it back to May. So maybe I'll do an updated one near May. I've got the crap, what's it called? I keep forgetting what it's called. It is a tactical RPG. War Tales, there we go. Should be coming out sometime next week. Oh god. Yikes, what the hell is killing me? I just drank all 3 of my potions in one go. Well, that hurt. You hope D4 doesn't rely on daily quests too much. Not a fan of checklists. It's gonna have them, probably. It's weird. You can farm terror zones, Andy, and can do maps for hours, but daily quests just aren't fun to me. My trick with those kind of things, if there's daily quests and stuff like that, is I either completely disengage from them, like I will just pretend they don't even exist and just go about my day, or I will check them when I log in one time, and I'll be like, which one of these seems interesting to me, do it, and then just ignore it the rest of my playtime. Because otherwise, I do get that kind of shopping list thing going on. Just one more quest. And it's not healthy for me. I really am working hard on healthier balance of gaming. That's why I gave up PvP. Mental health before game. I don't think we actually have a quest in here. I think we're literally just going through beating stuff up for no good reason. See, how are we looking? Oh, our minions are actually boop, boop, boop. Actually a little bit short there. And yeah, we cast enough of these little fire boys that we are never going to run out of vigilantes. Not vigilantes, Vanguard. Starts with a V, it's close enough. Map-wise, yeah, Verdant Lakes. Don't know if there's going to be a waypoint here. But I think that is, yeah, that's a boss. What is he doing? Like humping the ground. Oh, we got a relic. Cast speed of physical spells, critical strike chance, increased health regen. Not good for us, but interesting. You hate feeling like not doing some sort of content puts you at a disadvantage. You don't do all the daily quests while you're missing out on crafting, good crafting mats, good items, etc. Yep. That's in games that do that kind of thing where it's like, you can only get this through daily quests. I will ignore the daily quests. And also, for me, the thing I like about going through, even just going through and killing Andy several times, or Mephisto, or Travical, is that each time I go through, it's kind of a different puzzle to solve. Because I go through with multiple classes, and I'll usually play through the game several times, that kind of stuff. But with MMOs and like Diablo 3 and stuff like that, there's really nothing new to the puzzle. Or end up ignoring the game entirely. I'll play through the story of Diablo 4. I am looking forward to that. I think it'll be fun. I don't think I'm going to be a rampant dungeon hopper or trying to go like highest difficulty things and stuff like that. I'm gonna focus on just having fun with it. Sadly, games as a service are gonna keep leaning in that direction. It's why I have started calling them games as a disservice. What else was there left to clear in here? We got the boss. I guess I'll hit that bottom corner and go up and get the waypoint. It doesn't seem like there's like anything else in this area. Because, yeah, there's just no more enemies left. I guess it's just that one boss. We got the waypoint. Oh, there's still more over this way. No, there's not a quest in here, so I am just exploring for exploring's sake. We're going to get another level up, probably, pretty soon. Yeah. Bloat is a pet peeve. Well, there's also the thing of choosing to grind versus needing to grind as well. That's another big topic to get into. I don't even mind playing clickers because if I can engage with it in my own way. But it's whenever it's like you have to do it this way, or because that's what all of these different kind of setups are for. That's literally just making sure you are on that treadmill, and it feels forced, just like walking on a treadmill. I don't see myself having any interest in redoing dungeons in the nightmare mode, as they mentioned it. Like, oh no, more objectives and doing the exact same thing. Now I gotta kill 12 flaming piles of poop instead of 10. Okay, minimum skill level. Okay, you guys go fight that. I'm going to use my skill points. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go Pyre right into Blades of the Forlorn. So let's get that up to 100%. I think a lot of suits is probably the nicest thing I can call them. A lot of the corporate side of gaming, a lot of people looking at the let's maximize profits for stockholders kind of folks, have not actually considered what makes gaming engaging. There's a reason why a lot of people will complain about a lot of games, even though they're great profit because they take care of like grandma's wallet. Shiny items with bigger numbers. Hey, there's shiny items with bigger numbers is fine. But let me choose how I get those bigger numbers. Let me play my bow chantress. Let me play my bloody... trying to think of the terms for like the different kind of random weirdo builds. The bow chantress, the Infinity Zon, the Tesla Source. There's also the Commander Necro, Bow Necro, Mojo Mancer. You get to choose how you engage with a lot of stuff. With a lot of these games, you don't. Like, you either play the optimal build or you don't get to play. And some of them, it's even, you're just locked out of not playing the optimal build. Like, oh, you want to play with a bow on this caster? Tough, we don't let you. Oh, there's mobile devs that they spend more on
I think
research,
for me to
with
say
air
this.
quotes,
I'm willing
than
to take her on her word. What I'm not ready for are words alone. I'll use my portals to scout ahead. There should be some aqueducts up ahead. Let's meet there.
but yeah, there's whole spiels I could go on about it. I have kind of gone back and forth on essay that I've been writing on it. I have deleted it more times than I care to admit, because I don't want to be necessarily unfair to a lot of these things, and I don't want to alienate developers, but some of them deserve it. And I know if I mention certain things as like an example of like bad stuff, like if I mention Path of Exile's transgressions, people will be all over my throat. But it's still a really good example of some things that the industry does wrong. There is a reason why they push for including so many new stackable items and collectible items for crafting in the releases of Path of Exile. See, you miss just guilds, daily login freebies, and D4 with the daily quest, it'll feel like an MMO. Diablo 4 is an MMO. It's a limited encounter MMO, but it's still an MMO. Definitely getting a lot of forge items. I should probably grab the shrine. What did we get? Summon something. Oh, I don't know what it summoned. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, it gave me more beetles. I'm fine with beetles. They're cold boys. We're cold boys. It works. We're going to encounter an ice resistance area, and it's just going to be screwing us over terribly. We're going to have to switch to fire or something. I do see why people were pushing for fire, though, because we have a lot more fire damage options than we do cold. It just throws me off because cold was kind of like the end of the archer tree. But yeah, at my current size, I do have to compromise a little bit on who and how much I piss off, because I can be cratered. If I had like 250,000 subs or something like that, I would be less concerned about it, because then I'd at least have like a partner manager and we could do something about it. But at my size, it's like, nope. If I get cratered, I'm gone. Pay $70 for running dungeons, especially Dungeon D4, too expensive. I'll probably make a necromancer go through and clear most of the dungeons with the necromancer, just because I like doing that. And then I'll have the stuff unlocked on the other characters. Murder! There we go, more ice beetles. We're just fighting on like every front here. Good lord, my dudes. But I don't think I'm gonna do a ton of like solo self-found stuff after we get our first character through. It just doesn't seem like something that I would really want to do. So bearded axe. I keep pressing Alt in this. I don't know if it's doing anything, but I still have the Alt thumb for Diablo 2. Okay, map-wise. This place is pretty long. Yeah, no matter what I'm streaming, I'm going to be focusing on just 2 hours minimum, probably 4 hours maximum. I might do some day one streams of Diablo 4 that go longer, but health comes before 20-hour streams. Only time I'll do like a really long stream is if I do like a subathon or something like that. Which I may need to do, but right now I'm not breaking even, but breaking closer to it with the channel. Let's see, and I do want to start some other channels as well. Okay, I need space for the death mask, please. Thank you. I don't want to keep that picked up. Okay, you are going to get more of this. We're getting the necrotic damage going. Does this place have a waypoint? I think it does. I think we might have already gotten it. I'm just completely flaked out. Yeah, it did. We did. I'm gonna sell some stuff. I'm gonna clean out my inventory ever so slightly. Okay, so that needs to go into uniques. Don't think we have any more uniques in there, so we just sell the rest. Yeah, selling stuff does not seem like the most productive way to make gold. Because we get, like, maybe just under 1,000 each time we do it. Did I tell the superpower one on here yesterday? I found out I have a new superpower. I can cut wood with my eyes. I mean, sorry, I can cut wood by looking at it. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. It's a stupid joke. But yes, I have plenty of dumb jokes that I bring to bear. I wish I was one of these streamers that could just go 24/7. It would be fun, but I am not. If I do a 24-hour stream, it will put me out of commission for several days. I will need a recuperation period after it. Our minions are just down there murdering stuff. Oh, we got another one. Let's go with... What do we actually want to increase? Go murder them. I think we might want to increase the durability of our minions just a bit. So maybe more into Mortal Tether. Or do we go for more blood armor? See, how many points do we need to get that? Require 30, so this will put it at 29. Then we'll have the 30 when we get that one. %per point. And it can get up to... So it can get up to a 200% armor shred chance? What? We'll go with that. So 2 out of 10 there. Increased necrotic and physical damage. I'm just confuzzled for a second there. Yeah, our normal skeleton's not doing nearly as much now. Which is fine. I mean, I'm not bothered by that. They are there for cannon fodder. But... I think right now our Wraiths and our Golem are the big hitters. Which is perfectly fine. Because they're also the very large boys. Our Golem has maximum size increases. I would not be surprised if we find ways to make him even bigger later with uniques.
Just like that. For one, they nearly tore me apart. Also, my knowledge of the Citadel stops here. And here I was, hoping this would lead us closer. We might have no choice but to chat.
Oh no, we might have to chat. Whatever will we do?
Just like for one. Here I was, hoping this would...
Why is he not coming with?
Just like for one. Here I was, hoping this would...
Well, I'm moving on without him, I guess. Okay, so it was just not telling me to find the Necropolis of the Deep. That's a bit buggy. Okay, so the Necropolis of the Deep, and we need to find Yulia's shelter. Guessing is going to be northeast, judging by the direction that's giving us. I keep misreading Birchwand. I'm not going to say what I'm misreading it as, but I think you guys might know. Son of a birch. Oh, we got a unique shield. Sweet. Will it be better than what we have? Probably not. I think we already have one of those. I think we have one in our stash, in fact. Go get him. Seriously. You guys can go down there without me. Yeah, our minions aren't the brightest, but when I do my limited control on them, they can usually get there. Unless there's weird stairs, I guess. You guys, Necropolis Scavenger. More barrel-bodied bones. Oh no, those are meat wads. Okay. I have to say, the number of enemies that are just like, here's a chunk of stuff attached to bones is a pretty decent quantity now. It's kind of concerning. Shelter, we need only Gollum. Gollum is life. Gollum is love. Gollum is life. Gollum is Shrek. We don't have a poison golem. Ah, it's still further that way. We are still getting a decent number of glyphs and stuff. They're actually becoming a lot more common. I might start saving them and selling them for the gold, because they're worth 200 each, for those of you that are wondering. Each of these... Oh, never mind, that's 15. Why are those 15? It says it's 200 in here. No, 168. What? It was 200 right before I started streaming. Change. Yeah, unfortunately, our wraiths do not have durability. They are purely glass cannons right now. Okay, so that way, probably bottom path, if I had to guess. I do like this kind of map better than Grim Dawn's, simply because it's one of those where I don't have to worry about, oh, this is a random blocked path. Yay. Because Grim Dawn is fixed-ish maps, but it has, like, random roadblocks. Does that make sense? So you run into an issue where you are trying to find your way through an area, and it's like, oh, I can see what I'm supposed to be going after, but it's currently blocked by a burning part that wasn't there the last 10 times I played. And while I like some randomization, I prefer it to be in, like, the grinding areas rather than the story areas. I have to give them credit for doing that nicely. For not doing me dirty. I wonder if they're going to change up how that guy does his rock. Because currently, it literally looks like he's just not attached to it. Julia's. Are we going to find Spike Spiegel in here? Okay. There's a waypoint. I guess we talk to you first.
Glad we have a chance to rest. We can't all be lively. Before you saved me from the Ospreys, their leader was with them. My ring. The one you brought back from the girl. He took it. Melted it in front of my eyes. When he heard you coming, he fled. I'm too hurt to go after him. But how about when he fled? I saw him heading deeper into the mountains.
Ah, you've made it. I am Yulia. Once I was High Priestess of the Empire. But because I need your help. In regards to the Citadel, I've cleared a path, but there are still defenses. You will have to take them out. From there, you will find an entrance to the sewers. That is the only way through, and it's also patrolled. You are not the only one. The heart of the Citadel is beyond. There is an exit near the Emperor's throne, giving you a chance to strike.
Yay, golden experience. Almost a level up. I think we're going to go get rid of the side quest here, though. I asked since well I got merchandise that fits your outsides. Oh, I totally need to make a NPC like that. Just skeleton merchant who is just fascinated by flesh creatures. Is this the same one? Yeah, both close calls. I have a feeling the unique list is either very limited or we are very unlucky. Because we've gotten a lot of the same uniques. And we're never going to run out of vanguards. I spam that way too much. Okay, lure him out by murder? I am good with this. Now we're actually... I don't think we'll hit 50 today. But I think we'll hit it by the end of next session. Okay, so these guys... already got the ice shot. Do we want to get the multi-shot? Oh, no, we want to get that first. More summons first. We already got him swole. So let's go ahead and increase the melee damage. You are going to go for... What is their max? 220 health. So that is going to be... You know what? Yeah, we'll go with that. Give me some ward whenever I have those guys ass-blowed. Then our next point is into this, and then we can start moving up that tree. And if memory serves, all minions are intelligence-based. Intelligence, 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 yes. They are all intelligence scaling. I love being able to tell those to attack the furniture. That makes life about 1,000,000 times easier. I thought those guys had tails, like dragging along the ground. I was like, okay, that's not like a bird guy I've ever seen before. But no, it was just worms following behind them. I was more disturbed by their worms. When in doubt, you murder all their family, and they will eventually come out and avenge them. Just like they've been trying to do to us. Fine. But yeah, I find games like this kind of relaxing after a certain point. Sometimes to the point that they almost put me to sleep, but that's a whole different discussion. Though lately, mostly what's putting me to sleep is that I have taken medication to help my back not hurt as much while I'm streaming. So I start getting fatigued about 2 hours in. Even with caffeine. Of course, caffeine does not always affect me normally. Usually it has an inverse effect of where it focuses me down and calms me. And if I overdo it, I basically am overamped. It'll put me to sleep. I have to be careful about my caffeine consumption while doing the streaming thing. We still haven't died, though. We came close. We've come close a few times now. So we are definitely dying by the end of this. We'll be like old Mrs. Miskinski. She wanted to die by inches, but dying by inches was hard, so she went out in the alley, and she died by the yard. For those of you who don't know Imperial, a yard is a form of measurement, or inches. Metric is the superior system, I know. But it is fine. How big is this area? Good lord. Like, I do not know when this area is going... Oh, there it is. Hi, guy. Frenzies when allies die. That was easy. In Liberté, it was always just fight 5 guys, go to the next screen. Fight 5 guys, go to the next screen. Fight 5 guys, go to the next screen. Find a boss, go to the next screen. Loading. The amount of just loading in that was just...
Ulrich and I are behind you. The Osprix did a number.
You killed him? Her? Just a poor girl. If we pull this off, maybe I can give her some good news for once, eh?
Hey, passive point. Okay, one more point. That means... point in this. Yeah, armor shred. Yes. Each stack of armor shred reduces the armor by 100, increasing damage taken from all hits. Can reduce armor below 0. With how many hits we have going in from minions, we got that up. 200%. I'm assuming that puts on 2 stacks. So it'd be 4 stacks. I mean, 2 stacks per hit from like easily over a dozen hits per kind of every second or so. That would zero out armor fairly freaking fast. Combine that with the when they die, they burn away your resistances. Nothing would stand between us and murder. Okay, so we got Dread Shade now. Minion's health is drained. I don't plan on using that. Assemble Abomination seems interesting though. But I don't think we're gonna have a slot for it. Unless there's some way to make that thing like permanent. Can now only consume minions from skeletons. Okay. Health decay half speed. And that increases health decay. Yeah, there's no way to stop the decay. Like, permanently, and still have all of the rest of our minions. That'd be more if we were doing kind of a one big summon kind of thing, as opposed to the army. The army of the dead! Pretty chill so far with this character. Currently have full-on summons with... Oh, God. Yeah, I didn't want to stand in that. Those were death. Oh, yeah, we're going negative on mana right now. I need to let that recover just a little bit. Let them do their thing. My minions can handle it while I just kind of wait for my mana to come back, which we are really like mana light on this character. Hopefully there's actually good mana generative things for other classes. Otherwise, mana is going to be super limiting for like the sword spell, yeah, the spell sword and stuff like that. Yeah, we're probably not hitting 50 today. But we started at 34. I don't know what the max level is. I think it is 50 if memory serves, but I could be wrong. Like, my brain is not 100% right now. My brain is never 100%. I just enjoy games. I enjoy sharing about games. Speaking of which, I am, yes, working on reviews for the other action RPGs we've covered. Torchlight. Ooh, we got a new shield. Shiny. Gains a soul charge on kill. 5 soul charges, cast soul eruption. Ooh. I mean, if we were not playing a summoner, that would be cool. And no, I don't care about building builds around grinding faster. I don't care about it in D2, I don't care about it here. I care about having builds that are fun to play through the game with. Ouch! Pick up the intelligence shard. These? Like, nope, you haven't earned it. Fine. Ooh, bit of a headache there for just a second. Yeah. That's the weather. Yeah, if it's not fun to play through, why would you want to do the post-game? So we have that waypoint. Destroy the Imperial Watchers. What are they watching? There's one. Well, that looks Matrixy to me. There's one down. Oh, there's several of them. Let's go ahead and get the one that's up here first. Because they do go through and they patrol. Like, we can probably sit here and watch them patrol. See how that one's coming down? It might actually come to us, which would be nice. Don't have to go track crap down. Like, okay. I mean, if they're gonna just come to me, I might as well just sit here and wait for them. Here comes the last one. I think it's literally, yeah, it's gonna wander around the top. What do I think about the Metroid Prime remake? I have not played the remake. I was kind of hit or miss on the original Metroid Prime. I think the controls were jank as all hell. Coming this way? Yes, it is. So I could just literally sit here and wait for them. Oh, I don't even have to, like, figure out where they're at. Just, like, wait here at the stairs. They'll be around to die to you. Okay, so it's gonna be way up there. Halberd of Lethargy.
Feel my wrath.
Or is it literally just right here? It might literally just be right here. And just didn't show up on the actual other part of the map. Because it has to be close to be tilting that quickly. Do I get to make my own unique for this game? No. I'm not anyone special as far as this game is concerned. And I don't think you can actually craft uniques in this. I could be wrong. I know in Diablo 4 you can craft legendaries out of rares. But I wager you'll be able to put aspects on more than one thing. Okay, so the Immortal Summit? Oh no, we don't want the Immortal Summit. We want other side of that, I guess. Maybe? Oh no, it is through here. It was just pointing at a weird spot on it. Okay. Okay, so we need that. We'll get 3 points in that. Then we'll go back to dumping in this until we get up to Rite of Undeath, and we'll get those. We're actually almost done with passive points. We have one more passive point to get and 3 idle slots to get. Oh, I'm not big enough to get that kind of stuff. Most companies don't even realize I exist. If they wanted me to design one, I would need more time with the mechanics to design one. Because as it stands, I'm not entirely sure which kind of thing I would go for with it. In the scheme of YouTube, I am a nobody. Ain't nobody but no. Oh god, they keep dropping out those little blue things. Things are definitely getting a lot more vicious. Okay, there it is. Increase fire damage, increase minion fire damage, but no. Oh, butts. Tell me. We hit the switch down here.
Feel my
What
wrath.
did the switch do? Might have actually extended this switch. I just wasn't paying attention. Pretty simple, though. I am loving just playing through on this build. I have a feeling I'm going to have to pay a lot more attention whenever I'm doing the spell sword. I'm going to actually have to care about my resist and stuff. I think I may have just, like, gone with easy mode here, which I don't mind. I play this like a single-player game. I don't care about being competitive and stuff like that online, so it doesn't have to be super fast. So it is easy for me to just kind of lay back and throw bodies at it. Let the bodies hit the door. Let the bodies hit the door. Yes, I know the lyrics are floored. Got another set of gloves. I think those are new ones. Nope, we already have 2 of those. I need less gloves. Actually, I need less identical uniques. Oh, did I miss the waypoint there? I think I missed the waypoint there.
I never would have thought that
No, I didn't.
necromancy
Okay.
could be capable of something so grand.
Speak with Yulia. Oh, I need you guys.
Feel my wrath.
I think Yulia is going to betray us. Just a hunch, because this looks like a boss chamber.
Move slowly, or your friend dies.
I've been expecting you. Do not look surprised. A proper welcome is the least I can do.
You should have seen this coming. You know how the Emperor operates. He would not simply let you go. Yes, and now your friend will watch, frozen in magic, while the Emperor decides your fate.
Oh no, she betrayed us.
Let's see how you face this.
Okay, Admiral Harton and Spy Master Zarek. Okay. Both at the same time. I mean, both were pretty tough to begin with, but...
My loyalty is eternal. Now die.
So I just gotta
Die
keep
in
moving.
The Emperor's presence is a gift, mortals.
Actually, I think Admiral Harton is the one we
Immortal
want to take down
Empire
first.
shows no mercy.
Oh god, they just have... there is no dodging all the crap they have on the floor.
Is death.
Okay, so there's 2 health potions on the ground. I will grab them. Okay, so let's summon up. Oh, I'm missing mages. That's what I'm missing.
Now's our chance. Quick, use Herot's lance. Do you not remember? When we traveled together, centuries ago? We discussed this, and It seems I failed you both. A traveler came a lifetime ago. Told me about the Epoch, about timelines, and we made a plan. Are you not them? This is much more complicated than I thought.
We came through here probably later.
Then, your story does not end here. Use the... And please, find me in the past. Tell me what happened here, including this. Prevent this from happening. Have I not made myself clear? It's too late. Please, Ulrich. He's dead. He never learned the truth about you, did he? Which is why I kept up the act. The Epoch. We both know the costs.
Oh no, we're escaping to another time! Why don't we just fight him here? We're strong enough. We can handle him. Just let all my minions go and I will walk away from him. Murder without, like, actually concentrating on him. Like having a million chihuahuas. Well, there's our last passive point from quests. It's too late! Where is the waypoint here? I'm hoping it's down here by this question mark. It's too late. We have time travel. It's never too late.
Finally, back in my
Oh,
own
chapter
town.
7. Okay.
Looks like some fools will have to die yet if I'm to get off this mountain.
I forget how many chapters this has. We are making some decent progress with chapters. Because I think we got first 4 chapters in the first day. Then we got... No, sorry, we got first 3 chapters. We started chapter 4 in the first day. Then we did 4 and 5, and today we've got 6 and started 7. I'm sorry, chapter 8, whatever we are on. I don't know what we're on. We've got idle slot rewards left, but we don't have any more passive skill point rewards left. And there is our waypoint. And it is the 2-hour mark. And I think I'm going to call that a stream for now, because my back is, like, killing me. Sorry, but it is. So I will go ahead and call it a stream now. If you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like and be sure to subscribe and all that fun stuff. And tune in tomorrow when I will be streaming again, hopefully. And we will get to, hopefully, chapter 8 or 9. That, unless we're already in chapter 8. In which case we'd be getting to 9. I don't know. It was on screen just a minute ago and my brain has farted since then. So keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath.